Has this ever happened to you where you're planning and stressing over something very, very important and everything goes wrong? Of course it does, and you can't help but laugh at it because it just starts getting ridiculous at that point. Well, that's exactly what happened to me trying to prepare taking my beautiful baby girl to her very first vacation to Disneyland. Hope you enjoy at my expense. So we're in the bedroom, funny enough, because we're actually packing for our Disneyland trip. For us, it's tomorrow. It will be the video after this one, or you guys have already seen it, our whole Disneyland vlog. I don't know if I'll make it to 1 or 2 or 3 vlogs. I have no idea. I'm just so excited to take my baby girl to Disneyland for the first time. Oh my goodness, like, a big fan. So yeah, we're packing right now because it's the day before we leave for the trip. Probably the most stressful day for our kitties ever. It's no secret that our kitties are super shy kitties. We got a super talkative baby, got super shy kitties. They've always been like that. Since we're leaving on a trip, we can't take them, obviously, so they're going to go stay at my parents' house, which they stayed there multiple times before. Even when I first gave birth to her, we stayed there for a couple months or something like that, and so they got very comfortable there. They love my mom and everything, so there's no doubt they'll be just fine. And so we're waiting till tonight to go drop them off because they're big crybabies where like the first night they'll be crying and like, oh, like they don't like the change, but then very quickly they're fine. They are back to their normal selves. So we're like, okay, let's just the night before we leave, we'll drop them off and then they'll be good. So today is the day before we leave, so we're gonna do that tonight. But also they're redoing the flooring in our hallway, and our kitties, if they hear any noise outside that's not like a car driving past, they freak out. Like, we cannot feed them their food if there is somebody in the hallway having a simple conversation. They're doing the whole freaking floor. So they got people working, they got machines. They're literally right outside of our door, like an inch away, putting new cement down. And so they didn't have breakfast at all, and we attempted to give them lunch and they picked at it because they have stopped working. And just now my husband and I had the craziest thing that we had to do, which was, so Coffee with these changes of events, he gets very stressed out. Like, so funny, the Bailey is usually the really shy one of new people, and she hides away immediately. While Coffee, he takes a little bit of warming up to do, and then he's like a little love ball, little cuddle machine. But with these like big changes, he's just like so scared and it's like so weird, and I make fun of him for it and stuff. So he was so stressed out about them doing their floors outside of our door that he just tried to use the litter box, and he got a poop nugget like this, at least this big, stuck in his fur. Like, we're talking dreadlocked in there. So Chris and I had to hold him down and try to get it out. We couldn't, and so we just now had to give him a bath. It just smelled so bad. And we had to light a candle. And meanwhile, the only thing we had to do today, look, my husband has perfectly wrapped or perfectly folded his clothes right there in the corner, just waiting for me to do my part and get Marceline's stuff as well. So this is what we're supposed to do today, and also take care of the baby. And yet it's just like, the kitties just freaking out. And so we have to wait until the end of the day to go drop off the cats for the cement to dry. So I just wanted to get that off my chest because it's been crazy. See, I'm not even wearing makeup. Oh my gosh, it was just insane. Poop, and then Marceline pooped at the same time. And so she's screaming, and we're like, Marceline, like, we have a lot to handle right now. We're like chasing Coffee, and he's like trying to rub his butt across the floor to get the dingleberry off his butt. That's it. So I was just really trying to be excited to go to Disneyland, but we had all that chaos, and I just had to tell you, I didn't even plan on filming today because we were just like gonna just pack and get the kitties ready to go over to my parents' house. But all that had to happen. Yeah, now they're gonna go over to my parents' house and probably not eat another couple meals because they'll be too stressed out about it. But they'll be fine. We'll be fine as long as we get to Anaheim in one piece tomorrow. What do you think, Marceline? Anything else to add? Marceline? Thank you. There it is. Okay. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you at Disneyland. Also, my Fitbit died. It's broken. It did an update for firmware. What's it called? Firmware. And it freaking broke my Fitbit. The one thing that I use to track my calories and stuff to help me lose the postpartum weight that I've been working on, it's broken. And we're leaving tomorrow, so I can't order a new one. So I'm gonna go with this trip, just guessing my calories. Okay. Okay, so the bad luck saga continues. It is still the same day. You know, I said earlier that my Fitbit completely broke, and I definitely needed a new one to bring on this trip. So I made a quick stop at Target after dropping off the kitties at my parents' house. They're doing great. They love my parents' house, so they very quickly got really comfortable in there. I'm really proud of them. But yeah, it is, shoot, what time is it? I don't have my watch. I think it's definitely after 8, maybe 8:30, almost 9. And I'm in the Target parking lot. Just picked up my Fitbit. It's right here. But my car battery died. I am in complete darkness in the car. This is my new car, by the way, the one that I bought in December of this year. Car battery's dead, completely dead. No lights will turn on, and we're leaving to Disneyland tomorrow morning in like at least 12 hours. We're planning to leave tomorrow morning by 8. That was the plan. My car is dead, so I called my mother-in-law, who doesn't live too far, to come and help jump my car, and we'll leave it at her house, because Christian can't come and save me because he's at home with the baby, and he just put her to bed like maybe an hour ago. So like the bad luck saga continues. Oh my goodness. I'm laughing now because I'm like wide awake in this, but tomorrow morning, oh my gosh. Okay, as long as this car gets to my mother-in-law's house before we leave for this trip, we'll figure it out when we get back. But oh my goodness, you cannot make this up, guys. Okay, I'm back home now. We figured everything out really quickly. So I'm gonna tell you guys and my husband at the same time what it was. So your mom shows up to save me, and she's all ready. We pop open the hood, we look at what we're dealing with, you know, and then we look at the battery, and then the little metal bit that touches the battery is like this far off the battery. It was like not even fully touching it. So you know what your mom does? She gets her finger and she just pushes it into place. The lights turn on in the car. Because I pressed all these buttons. I put the headlights on. I put the emergency lights on too, just to see what would work, because it was like completely dead, black, nothing. That was it. That's literally it. It was just this far off from the battery. Everybody's making jokes because I called up my parents afterwards. They were like, oh, did you like go over a couple bumps, you know? Like, oh, did I like, whoop, you know, hit a couple curbs? Like, whoop, whoopsies, you know? No, I didn't. I was thinking maybe because I drove to Queen Creek to and back from Peoria last week, like a week ago. I did that, and that was like 3 hours of driving in one day on the freeway, like the whole time. So maybe that's what got it to like get this far off the freaking battery. So that's what was it. We're all getting all these theories. We're like, oh, you're gonna have to tow your car back home or something because, you know, it's 9:30 now, right? Is that how late it is? My Fitbit's broken, so I don't know the time. It's 10? No, it's not. I got no clock in here. It's exactly 10 o'clock now. That's how long this has taken. Yeah, so that's what was it. So the battery's fine. I drove here just fine. My parents were making jokes. They were like, oh, we're gonna have to make sure it's like screwed all the way when you get back. And I was like, yeah. That was it. I was totally like, what do you call it? Digging my own grave. And I was like, yep, that's it. But there was the car that was parked next to that whole time. When they saw us try to fix the problem, they were like, oh, like, do you need help? And we're like, I think we figured it out. Because it like automatically turned on. Okay, I'm so tired. I still have to pack, by the way. I still have to finish packing and pump for the night. Yeah, so that's awesome. Great. Hopefully this is the end of the bad luck saga and that we're doing with this trip. She originally wasn't going to be in the intro, but she demanded, so. Yeah, and you have anything for them at the end of the video? Like and subscribe to actually see us go to Disneyland, because we did, and we had a great time before everything went wrong beforehand. Don't worry, we made it. It's fine. I can say it. I'm from the future. I know everything. Mm-hmm.